The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
I was just hiding upstairs at my house yesterday.
Situation normal?
The other. Yeah,
You've made a little room in the crawl space, haven't you?
I just get low in the beanbag, and I just hope that basically Megan doesn't find me up
Sometimes
there.
you think about putting another beanbag on top of you, so you're like the patty in a hamburger bun, but like so no one can see you.
Yeah,
Or dressing in the same fabric that the beanbag's made out of, so they just disappear into it.
Thing that I'll write down. But anyway, I was just up there, and my older son Lachlan came up to see the youngest one, Ollie, and said, "Hey mate, we're going to head down to South Rio and jump into the ice bath and the sauna down there."
Yes, right.
And so I've got myself up thinking I might be.
No.
Oh, that you were going to get invited.
I start walking towards the
sounds
conversation.
good.
Yeah, can I guess?
Oh, what are you guys up to?
Can I guess you weren't invited?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it was very deflating.
Yeah.
Because that's stuff that
You
I
should be
like to
used
do.
to it.
I'd want to do.
It is, that's right up your alley.
Yeah.
So when I walked over the conversation,
But they thought
what are you guys up to?
they thought we're going to go do this, and it would be better without Dad. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, 100%.
Even though the potential is Dad that might pay for it if we bring along.
Do you offer to pay if you can come along?
I know that I would have to pay, yeah. But I was prepared to do that.
And that,
To be part of
but
it.
the lure of you paying wasn't enough to have your company.
Look, this part I
Was it
don't like
worth
to
it?
reflect on, Ashley, too much because then I'll get upset.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so when they said, yeah, we're going to go down in there and do this and, without me. And then Lachlan said to Ollie, I might need to grab a couple of bucks because we've got to pay.
Got to pay, yeah.
So we went to Dad's wallet.
Again, they walked downstairs and I walked down behind them just like...
Just waiting for the invite.
Hey guys, hey
guys, what's up?
it's me, Shaun.
Anyway, so I decided the only
So
thing
they
I
went
could do
without
was
you?
to get out of the house. I'll go and walk the dog. So I come back and all
Because
of
you don't want to cry in front of them.
yeah. And then when I get back, they're already back in the driveway. I'm like, oh, gee, that was quick, boys. What happened there? And Lachlan said, oh, Ollie stuffed it up. And I said, what happened? So they got to the front, and when they were, you got to sign a waiver or whatnot to get through, and there's a cost associated. So Oliver reads half the thing and decides that he will tell the lady he's 15, not 16. Therefore, he will get a cheaper rate.
Oh, he wanted the kids' rate. Okay, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
There's no kids rate. You have to be over 16 years of age to be there in the first place.
So he said to the lady, I'm 15, and then she said, well, you can't come in. And then so he said...
I'm
He said, no, I'm really 16.
And
He
she
was like,
said,
well,
I
what do
don't
say?
believe you.
Well, it's, I didn't have enough money. And she's like, no, you're not here with your parents, so I don't believe you. You've already told me you're 15.
Yeah.
You can't
And
come
so
in.
she would have asked for ID?
He didn't have anything on him at all. So he stuck this.
He's there with his towel
lied
over
to
his
get
shoulder, ready to
something,
go.
and that lie ended up backfiring in his face.
And he got
Yeah,
nothing.
and that meant that Lachlan had to bring him home, and none of them did it.
Being caught in a lie is horrendous, especially if there's no exit door on the way out.
Yeah.
When I was first going into Big Brother, we had to get blood tests and everything done before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everything had to be on the download. Everything had to be
yeah, so you
segregated.
couldn't tell people what you were doing.
What are those blood labs called? A
path lab, yeah. Clinipath or whatever.
Yeah. So I went to that place, and then anyway, by chance, one of my mates, he was doing sponsored race car driving.
Oh, yes.
So I had like one of his shirts that he left at my place with all these brand sponsors on there. So I walked in with this, and the woman goes, "Oh," because the documentation was different. What they got, she goes, "Oh, what's this for? What's happening here?" And she sort of said, "This is a bit secretive or whatever." And I said, "Oh no," I said, it's just for a new job I'm starting. I'm actually a race car driver." Anyway, because I thought I'd just lean into the shirt. So I said, I'm a race car driver. Anyway, just so happens her husband was a race car driver too. And she knew
What are the odds?
everything about the industry. And probably 2 questions in, she knew I was lying. But she didn't give me the out of saying,
No.
I know you're lying. So I was just throwing up things that I knew, carburetors. Talk. I don't know.
All the talk.
And anyway, that blood
the
test felt like I
horsepower.
went for 3 weeks. And I walked out so ashamed because she knew I was lying.
Yeah.
I knew I was lying.
You were
We all
caught
knew
in
I
the
was
lie.
lying, but no one was going to say, hey, let's pull the ruse back.
Little white lies can get you, or bigger
Yeah.
lies can get you.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
wanna
Black
know-
lies too.
Yeah, they can.
We want to know about lies, everybody. We want to know when lying has backfired.
Yeah, you got caught in it.
Yeah. Somebody is going to get a Scarborough Live voucher.
A Scarborough Live voucher.
Scarborough Live voucher valued at $600.
Oh, hello.
Whoa.
To spend at participating businesses such as Moss Hair Fashion Beauty.
Oh, lovely.
Imagine the do, Nath.
Yeah, there's heaps of stuff.
Is that for
going on.
people that have specifically got moss hair?
Yes. I didn't know it was that big of a problem.
It's a specialist
But
field.
so many things down there. You got the Scarborough Sports and Community Club, the Surfboard Room, Cordingley Surf. Sean, you would have been
Cordingley Surf. Perth, yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Anyway,
All right, we want to know when you got caught out in that lie, it really backfired on you.
Sean. Just said something, and then he said, I'm not saying it on the radio.
Obviously, this happened a long time ago.
A long time ago when he was like,
Footloose and fancy free.
Yes.
What was the lie you were telling?
In Bali?
Yeah, I was in Bali.
Talking to some girls?
Yeah. No,
And
I
you
was,
told them?
Yeah, so I was going loose because I had a heap of money in my hand that in Balinese dollars is all the money.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just buying heaps of drinks, not for girls
Looking
or
like
anything
the
at the
man,
time.
looking
I was
like
just
the
like,
man.
like I was minty
You're
or
making it
something.
rain.
You're right,
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
was.
Try not to attract females. Girls can pay for their
And then these girls started talking to me and they asked me what I did and I said I own bras and things.
Because you know why? Because you assess the situation and realise girls like bras and things.
And I was like, what did you get? Anyway, so then this girl straight away goes, oh, no, I think they were from Melbourne or something along those lines. And they were like, no, what? Really? What's your name? And then I started getting real shaky. And one of her friends' families...
My name's Terence G-Banger. From the G-Banger dynasty.
You know, what you're wearing.
What did you say? No. I said bars and things.
You know I'm that quick.
We want to hear those lies that you got caught out in.
G'day, Neil.
Hello, how are we going?
Great,
good,
Neil. What did you lie about?
Well, you see, I was going back a few years now, like in about 96. I went through the police academy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were all out one night, and there was 5 of us in a mate's car heading into the city.
Yep.
So we were driving along the one of the back streets, and we got pulled over. Of course, everyone's like just going, "What the hell's going on? What are you doing wrong?" And his mate we were going, "Oh, nothing." So obviously, all of us intriguing new recruits jump out of the car, and this one guy comes walking up to us, start chatting away. And we're going, "Oh, what station are you from?" and all things like that. And the guy's going, "Oh, I'm based." He just basically, we could tell there was something wrong here.
Yeah.
What had actually happened was the guy was impersonating a police officer, was pulling over cars.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he had actually pulled over a car with 5 brand new recruits in it.
You recruit cops. What are the
This guy
chances?
kind of realised that something bad's happened here. He just takes off. Look, back then I was young and fit. We all were. So we've taken off after this bloke, grabbed him, and next thing we've got our, police IDs that we have from when you're a recruit going, "Hey, mate, you pulled over the wrong car here. What's going on?"
Oh, my God.
The real guys down there, they came down and dealt with it.
You know what?
yeah.
You hear this fake cop thing quite
That's
a
right.
lot. Do they get off on the power, or what is it?
I couldn't really tell you. It can be obviously quite dangerous.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
pulling
Yeah,
over
pulling
and
over single
And
women
the
and
next thing
things
you
like
know,
that.
you're going to have to deal with that situation. But
Wrong car to pull
yeah,
Neil,
over.
can I ask you, Neil, do they have just put a light that they obviously bought, they put on the
Yeah,
car? And
so Matt, it looked
what
like
was the
it was
guy wearing, though?
Oh, he's just wearing plain clothes.
Yeah, but it makes you look
he
like
had his
he's...
plain clothes
yeah.
on and had like a belt. Look, we're going back a while ago here now.
Yeah. He was wearing a Hawaiian shirt. He was modelling his cop off Simplewitz.
Yeah, so obviously the
Magnum
lingo
PI.
wasn't there. I guess he hadn't watched too many episodes of Cops, so
Oh, Neil, that is very funny.
I just love it. Yeah. Pulls, of all the cars to pull over, that one. Car full of new
He would have been
recruits.
flat after
Thanks,
that.
Neil. Sharon's in Ballajura. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, Sharon.
Did who got caught out in the lie? What happened?
Well, I caught somebody else out in a lie. Years and years and years ago, I was on the opening team for the convention centre, and we had one of those mass, staff call-ins, where you rock up with your paper resume and you sit down and, for 5 minutes and do the little audition.
Yeah.
And I was sitting down with an applicant, and I was flicking through a resume, and she had down that she worked at a restaurant that I'd worked at for many, many years.
Yes.
So I just quickly flipped over to her reference page, and she listed me as her reference. I've never met this girl before, ever.
Sharon.
What she was friends with one of the another girl that had worked at that restaurant, but just used her resume. The funniest thing was I was wearing my name badge with my full name on it.
Yes.
The entire time.
What are the odds of that happening, though? That's amazing.
I'm sorry. What are the odds of the fake cop pulling over a car full of cops? What are the odds of the girl that has used your name on her
Yes,
seat?
being interviewed
in
by
front of the
you.
girl. That is so funny.
She looked like literally she didn't know if she wanted to just get up and run away or wait for
So how did you say it to her? Like, what did you say?
Oh, I just asked her about what she liked about, working at that restaurant and, what was her manager like? Oh, yeah, she was really great, lovely. I said, oh, that's really lucky because that's me.
You just get your things and go, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Thank you for your time.
You'd never lie again, would you?
Sharon, that's too good.
We're going to go to Chantel from Byford. Hi, Chantel.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Chantel.
Who is the liar, you or somebody else?
It was me.
Right.
I was caught out in a lie. I was working a second job on the weekends, and it was like a night shift. And I was 18, and I just got my ID, and I just wanted the night off. So instead of calling in sick, I called in and said that we were stuck down south from a day trip away, and I couldn't get back for my shift. But it was back in 2006, and I think I didn't realise they would have caller ID on their phone.
Yes.
I called from my landline at home. And I called their landline, and they actually called me back 10 minutes later, and I answered the phone, and they asked me how I was answering my home phone.
Oh, Chantel, holding the ball.
Rookie mistake.
Back then, you got caught out with that 2006 technology, hey?
I actually just felt so horrible and embarrassed that I quit, and I never
You
went
would.
back.
You just
What
have
do you
to quit.
mean they could see my number? How do they do that?
It's magic.
The bloody government.
Thanks, Chantel. That's a ripper. Lena's in Beaconsfield. Morning, Lena.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Great,
good,
Lena.
Lena.
Now, who was the liar, Lena?
Oh, it was just more embarrassing lying. I don't know. And it was to John Farnham, of all people.
Oh, no.
okay.
He's an Australian treasure.
That's right. What happened?
Well, I've loved him all my life, from Sadie the cleaning lady times. And I used to work
Wow.
at, so far back, me and him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I worked at I think it was a Merlin at the time. Might have been the Hyde. I think it's still the Merlin then, though.
Yeah.
And when you used to come in and sign their papers, they just, all the entourage and everybody used to come to the desk and then they'd sign and then go up to their rooms. Well, underneath his registration paper, I put a note to myself under it so that when he would sign it, he would be signing on a carbon copy on that piece of paper underneath it to me.
Yes.
So
when
you get his autograph.
Yeah.
that I wrote the note. Oh,
Oh.
he saw it.
Oh, he saw the note.
Yes. He lifted it up and it said, to Lena, it was really good spending time with you. Love, John Farnham.
I mean, he should have gone all in. Shalini, you're the love of my life.
Oh, my God. I should have written more.
So what did he say,
And
Lena?
then-
He
and
said,
then
here's a copy for me, here's a copy for you.
Oh, it's awful. It was awful. It was so embarrassing. But it was really good. He was really good about it. He says, well, what happened there? I said, I don't know how that got there. I don't know who that is. And he says, your badge says Lena. Your badge says Lena.
Lena.
No,
Yeah, it was pretty
Lena.
awful, but it was really funny.
And you got it, though.
Yeah.
You got the autograph.
And a great story.
And we got tickets to his voice concert.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow, you were a winner.
Yeah.
After all that.
Yeah.
See, Sean, and
worth it.
kids,
Thanks,
if you're listening,
Lie your way.
lying is the best thing you can do. Get your stuff.
Sean, you
The
need
best
to...
thing? You want to
Come on.
highlight that? Scarborough Live, everyone. It's happening. We've got a voucher valued at $600 to spend at participating businesses such as Moss Hair Fashion Beauty.
Amazing.
It's going to find its way to Sharon, who told us a story about doing an interview at the convention centre. She was
Yes.
down as a...
Don't lie on your CV.
I tell you what, if you missed it, it'll be in our podcast a little bit
Yes.
later on today, but that was
It's a
bloody
cautionary
hilarious.
tale when you're applying for a job, so check that out.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Nathan has headphones.
They're not mine.
No.
And I
They
know
look
straight
new.
away.
They look new, actually.
I
They look
straight
new and
away.
more comfortable.
Oh no, everything is old. They're all
Oh,
broken.
yeah.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, you know, from putting these headphones on, like you could probably put on 10 pairs of headphones and you would know which ones are yours because you know how they hug your head. It's the only thing that hugs me.
So you make the most of it, yeah.
I know where they are. They're at home in bed. Anywho, I'm still just getting more and more angry that I'm not winning Lotto, right? Mm. I know you're annoyed too.
Well, I won $199 the other day.
You did? That was
and I'm
amazing,
like, thank you. That was from a Powerball draw 2 weeks
And
ago.
as
and
we
I'm
know, that doesn't cut into your Lotto luck.
No, that's what I wonder. But it feels like it's building. My Lotto luck is building, so obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think it
20
has
mil
cut into
tonight.
your luck at all. It's under the threshold.
Yes.
I believe the threshold's in the $1,000.
I think the threshold is if you have to go to the Lotto office to collect it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the threshold.
What's the amount?
And I
don't
think
know,
that would
but
be...
it's more than 200.
Harry's going to look it up.
It'd be around 50, wouldn't it?
No.
I don't know what.
No,
I
no,
think it'd be 100.
I remember bumping into a lady once who asked me where the Lotto office was. She was just over.
there.
Yeah, that's right. She couldn't find it. And I said, oh, my God, have you won Lotto? And she said, oh, I've won a little bit, but not a whole lot. So I would think maybe 1,000.
Oh.
Because that's going to... Because what it is, it's whether the Lotto agency has the cash to pay you out. So,
yeah. Because at the TAB, that happens.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not having to move to me, but
happens to your
people
mum.
I know, they go, oh, yeah.
So-
they go in there and they got to pay you out like a check or something.
So if we're not like winning Lotto, then we've got our hopes on the MS Home Lottery house.
We
and
didn't win the Margaret River house.
The early bird winner was done. Amy, our producer, she promises her children they're moving into this house every year.
She doesn't promise, she tells them.
She makes them believe
like
it.
It's a matter of
She makes
fact
them believe it.
that it's going to be... I think she's manifesting, but also manifesting.
So, Amy, you were worried about
Severe
buying
anxiety.
the ticket too early or too late for the MS Home Lottery?
Too early. Because Alex got in early. So I was thinking, okay, I'll give it some space.
You'll balance it out.
Well,
I'll go
Chris...
with a later purchase.
Well, Chris, who got the $1.35 million Margaret River home, he was ticket 29,000.
So that's low. That's early.
That's low. Mine's 92,552.
I've got one that's 76 and one that's a bit later.
Yeah, so... But anyway, what if I had told you guys that none of us would have to play Lotto again if we were to go up into space? This is amazing. NASA is doing an asteroid visit this week, right? They're launching an asteroid visit. It's for the Psyche mission to a $5.4 billion year-old asteroid that's packed packed full of precious metals. Billion-year-old. What? $1 billion.
Oh,
sorry,
because it's
4.5 billion year old rock packed full of precious metals. So this thing is packed full of iron. It's in space.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Iron, nickel, and gold. Right? So they're saying in value of excess of 10,000 quadrillion dollars in Australian. That's 15,700 quadrillion dollars. If they were to mine that, that's enough money to make everyone on the planet a billionaire.
But that wouldn't happen, Nathan. That wouldn't happen.
No.
It would make Gina Reinhardt a quadrillionaire. It wouldn't be spread between everybody.
And then I was thinking, if everyone on the planet has $1 billion, everyone's $1 billion gets cancelled out, doesn't it? Because then suddenly you could charge $100,000 for bread.
Yes.
Because everyone can afford $100,000 for bread.
If the wealth was spread evenly, it all ends up in the same people's houses. But let's get back to the asteroids in. So we need to get in the ship, right? We're going up.
We need to get up into space.
What kind of net are we getting over the top of this asteroid
to bring it back?
It'd have to be bigger than a yabby net.
What's it made out of?
Netting.
Nylon?
What's it, Sean?
Nylon?
Obviously.
Which is no, the normal netting.
And how fast do we need to go to be able to catch up to the asteroid to be able to get it?
You wouldn't want a speed camera up there. You'd have to go pretty quick.
How far away is it? Have you checked?
Oh, it's up there.
Have you put it on Google Maps to get directions?
Yeah.
Do we go that way or do we go that way into space?
In an Uber, they put a surcharge on.
Okay, yeah. The other thing would be we would have to look at fuel watch because the petrol to get up there would
But
be...
you got to buy it on the right day.
You know why?
Buy it on a Tuesday.
Because rocket ships, they run on diesel. And diesel's pretty expensive.
Okay, so we've got a plan,
There's
everybody.
some things in way. But there is a potential up in space for all of us to be billionaires.
Yeah, all right. We'll keep workshopping it.
Just got to make sure you net the right one.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.